Hey everyone, Mike here from Benya Outdoors. I want to explain my title of this video before we even get to the water. I'm actually heading there right now. It is not clickbait. I really did truly swear I would never fish this body of water again. The reason for that is because I actually went there 3 years ago with my family. Took my son, my wife, and it was at a time where I was beginning my YouTube channel, where I was learning how to fish for bass, and to be honest, I was a little bit cocky. Had a little bit of an ego, because everywhere I went fishing, I was catching fish. Even when I went to a brand new body of water, when I went to places that I had never fished before, I was still catching at least one bass, which is always my goal anytime I go fishing. This body of water defeated me, wholeheartedly demoralized me, and the reason for that is because I didn't know how to fish that kind of water. It was late fall, it was full of foliage, to the point where I couldn't even paddle my kayak in some places because it was so thick. It was like a hay meadow with water. It was incredible how full it was. I didn't know any better. I thought, oh, it's got a lot of vegetation, which means there's a lot of bass. It should be easy. I'll just use a topwater. I'll just use a wacky rig. And that's what I used. I broke off a bunch of baits. I lost a couple crankbaits. I got really, truly frustrated. I actually nicknamed this place the Toilet Bowl because I hated it that much. And I swore I would never go back. I really did. I truly said I will never fish that body of water again. And for 3 years, I held that promise. But today is a new day. I have a lot more experience. I have a reason to go there. My wife is doing a craft fair, and she is local to this area. It's the only body of water that's really close enough for me to be able to help her set up and take down and not lose an entire day of fishing. So that's what we're doing today. We are going out, we're going to fish this body of water, and you're going to come along with me, win, loss, or draw. I am not going to not post the video simply because I didn't catch fish. You are literally going to come along with me, and we're going to see if I can conquer the toilet bowl. So, in true me fashion, the drive that I use to pedal my kayak, I can't use it today. And the reason for that is because there's a little bar that I snap in to lock it in place. That's not in the drive. So I have the drive in my truck, but no bar. So I'm already starting things out. In true fashion, I'm not able to use that. But this body of water is not that big. I'm not going to let that beat me. I've got my trusty paddle. We're going to see if we can locate some fish. That is a fish. I think I got my line too. I think I got both. Well, it's not the fish I wanted, but I officially beat the toilet bowl. Managed to get myself a pike. I got quite a while left in my day, and I'm definitely determined to see if I can get my hands on a bass today. That might be it right there. Oh, another pike. Well, right on cue. I don't know if this is going to be a bass lake, but definitely a pike location. and it's actually a bass. Hell yeah. Would you look at that? There is bass in here. No way. That's on a Berkeley gilly. Hell yeah. That's a big one, guys. Wow. That didn't take long. That's a fish. Yep, that was definitely a fish. That's awesome. Get that bass over here. Come on, buddy. Hell yeah. Kitech Easy Shiner every time, man. That is awesome. Buddy, welcome to the show. Hey. There he is, guys. Yet another bass. Hey guys, so as you can tell, I'm back on shore. This is an interesting story. The wind picked up so bad out there that I actually was basically paddling into a treadmill. I could not get any leeway, so I had to bust my butt. It took me about 45 minutes to get to shore, but I made it. I ended up with, I'm not sure how many fish, and that's how you know it's a good day in the water, when you can't keep track of the fish that you catch. So I'm going to put a total up here, but the one fish catch I do want to tell you about that I didn't get on camera, I got back to the access, loaded up my kayak stuff, got my rods all put away, started putting my baits away. I'm standing in the water, mind you, and a bass comes up about 6 feet away from me. Stops, pauses, looks at me, flares its gills out like it's trying to threaten me, and just sits there and stares at me. And I'm like, what is wrong with this bass? But you know what? I'm a fisherman, so the challenge was accepted. I casted out a wacky rig, took him to shore, got a photo with him. I'm going to show you that right here. And that ended my day. So kind of an awesome way to complete my fishing trip on the toilet bowl. And I'm really, really happy that I accomplished my goal. I have the monkey off my back. That is no longer one of the 3 places that I fished where I haven't caught a fish. And I'm just really excited to get this bass fishing season started. Those fish were hitting aggressively. They were really, really turned on by everything I was throwing at them. So that tells me that I think the spawn may have ended. They're in that post-spawn hunger stage, which is one of the most exciting times to fish. I caught all those fish on a couple of different baits, but mostly Kitech Easy Shiner, Pro Blue Shiner was the color, fished on an owner twist lock with the belly weight, and I actually managed to catch one with a Berkeley Gilly, the warmouth color, and that was on a owner, I can't remember the exact name, but it's like Flashy Swimmer. It's got the swim bait hook on it with the little willow blade underneath. So that was the one other bait I caught a fish on, other than the wacky rig at the dock, but you know, we don't really count that. So I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. I'm going to end the video right here. If you haven't already, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And as always, let's get out there and catch more fish.